Yeah, it was like you said yesterday, they were going to throw everything at the beginning. How much was it about the way they were playing or the way you were playing?
Oh no, it's a lot to do with the way they played. I thought they played really strong footy. I think that's what they're very capable of doing, and you know, we were lucky enough that we had a strong third quarter, but the game was, other than that, was 3 quarters of really tough footy by both teams.
What did you think you had to adjust to get to that point?
We had to get some ascendancy around the ball and we had to get some control of the contest, and I think we didn't certainly have that. Not always. We didn't not have it always, but we didn't get it for large periods of the first half. And I thought that was probably the most telling thing. We went into a bit of supercharge when it comes to playing contested football, and we got that right in the third quarter. And the boys kicked some pretty good goals too at some points through that. So.
What about the way you used the ball in the first half? You used it as effectively as you should?
I don't know whether we did or we didn't exactly use it as well, but again, the conditions were a little challenging out there to be too crazy with the ball. But I thought the first half was pretty good footy by both teams. It just took a little bit of your moment, our moment, and we made some mistakes, they made some mistakes.
And the way that started early, that Caswell was on everything, and then Mackenzie goes down, but really didn't hurt you too much in the end. So Trent,
Yeah.
The reshuffle there and how that worked out and Lee's role.
Yeah, I thought, look, Aliir was massive. I thought he was incredible the way he played himself, but I thought those younger defenders around him, and we had to push Miles back again, and we got Lockie Jones back in the side, lucky enough, who can play tall, Ryan Burton, who they can all play tall and small, so that helps a lot, and they maintained some run. And I thought, led by Aliir, I thought the collective back 6, 7, 8 by the end of the night were incredibly important, as they were last week. He's gone. He went off and had some X-rays. We're optimistic that he's not got significantly damaged ankle, but he's got a badly sprained ankle, so he'll miss some time.
Reason for putting Dixon in ruck? What did you want to do that? It seemed like you've spared him of that recently.
Finlayson looked dangerous as a forward, and I think that's what we've got with great flexibility. And Charlie, look, everyone would watch Charlie move around out there and go, he's not in the perfect shape, but that's the way he plays. I said that before the game. Charlie will always go out there and compete for you. And when he went into the ruck, I thought he was really important. I thought Sam did a really good job as a young ruck who's only had his first opportunity for a long time. But I thought Charlie was important to continue to give us some drive around the ball.
Junior Rioli returned tonight. He did a special dance when he kicked that goal. What did that game mean?
Yeah, it means a lot to Junior because he's got he's got some stuff that's been going on for him, but he'll miss a game next week for us because he's got a really special moment for his family. It's his father's anniversary and he needs to be back in Darwin, which he's got the full support of us as a football club. And I think everyone can appreciate that means an awful amount to him and his family, and it's important for him to be there. So, yeah, we'll miss him again next week, but it was just nice to have him back out there playing footy tonight, and you could see he was having some fun, and that's important.
Do you suspect that you might stick with Hayes in the ruck for this next little bit when Lyons out? I noticed Vicente was best in the game.
Yeah, it's a nice position now. I mean, Dante was... I went and watched the Magpies for 3 quarters. He was clearly the best player on the ground and played really well. Showed what it's amazing what they learn with just one little taste of AFL football, and he went back and executed really well today. But Scott, if he's available, he's our first choice ruck. And, we, as I said last week, we're hopeful that he'll be available this week.
Did you make much of the milestones pre-game?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, no, we always acknowledge them because there are a lot of things that people have to do to achieve such milestones. I mean, Jeremy's 100 games at a new club, Charlie 200 games at a new club. He's been here a lot longer, but they both, they fitted into our football club and they've become, really important pieces to our football club. But more importantly, they're not just footballers; they're really important people, and they make a big difference to us as the way we function. And both loved by the team already. I mean, Jeremy's incredible story, which him and Cal have been through, but Charlie's story's pretty massive too when you think about what he's been through over the journey, and to get to 200 games, the way he bashes himself up. I mean, he's 200 to me. I like 400. I marvel every time he goes out there and plays.
Charlie and you both said you gave the team a bit of a rare cook at half.
Yeah, I said I wasn't super pleased with the consistency of our performance, but that's what I like, and if you do that every week, get you nowhere. I don't think. I think the art of coaching is to know when, but also believe that the players know that when you have that conversation, that they've got some responsibility, and I thought they went out and proved in the third quarter that they knew what their responsibility was.
Which goal would you like more, the 65-metre sandpaper talk or the Connor Rosie?
We had a run where they just seemed to go in, didn't they? Whatever types they were. I mean, Connors and Peps were special, but then I think in the last one we hit the post a few times when there was a couple of opportunities too. But look, you're always happy when you put on a quarter like we did, and I think that's a sign of a really strong and mature team. It's not always going to be easy for you in football, but you have that ability to squeeze when you have to squeeze, and I thought, we squeezed really tight tonight in the third quarter and won the game.
Instead of Jonas next in, Seedy?
Oh no, look, Tom would have first dibs, and we'd expect that Tom's, as I've said for a few weeks, he's been playing well in the sample. It's not like he's been horribly out of form now. We've just been in really good form as a team. Tom, as has always been the case for the last, I don't know how long he's been out, for 5 or 6 weeks or whatever it is now, but he's always led the right way. He's been the right person to lead the club, and and if Trent does miss a bit of time, Tom's pretty clear in front at the moment for us to take that spot back.
17 in a row now. The streak, it almost seems to have taken on a life of its own, and just happy to continue riding that way.
Yeah, I don't mind if it keeps going. You understand how tough this competition is, that you're not likely to go on any type of streak anywhere near that. But when it happens, you just got to keep making it count. And for us, we've put ourselves in a really strong position on the ladder, and we've earned our position on the ladder. But we just got to keep at it and keep at it, and keep at it, and finish as high as I said at the start of the year. We're going to set out to make finals and finish as high as we possibly can. That's still the plan, and that's where we're trying to go.
Who have you seen the group grow most in those 13 games? Who do you think they've gained the most from other than just the wins?
Belief and confidence. 100% belief and confidence. They've experienced lots of things in that 13-game run where there's been, a lot of games we haven't been in front, a lot of games we have been in front, a lot of powerful moments, a lot of not so powerful moments. And every time they get and witness all them and they come out, and you end up in front, you actually grow an enormous amount with your belief and confidence in what you can do. And I've seen that over my time in football, that when teams get on a bit of a roll and they start to learn through winning and not always play as well as they want, it becomes pretty hard to stop.
Speaking of belief and confidence, how much has Miles grown as that defender type this year? Obviously, Cameron a few weeks ago gets moved on to Ben King.
Yeah, that's what helps us. I mean, that's a massive part. I mean, when you've got a young player who can come on and go back there, he started on the wing tonight, go back there and assume a highly respected key forward and beat him strong. It's a pretty handy tool for the coaching staff to have.
DVJ's third quarter, does that sort of reinforce he's going to stay forward?
I don't think there's any chance he's coming out of the forward line. I mean, Chad Corns will there'll be a bit of a fight going on if we're trying to take Das away and Jed away or Pep away. Those blokes were really important to us. So, yeah, he's done incredibly well, and a leader. He's a leader. When the team needed leaders to stand up, Das, Ollie, those sort of Willem Drew. Willem Drew done an outstanding job on Rao in the third quarter. He had 2 touches, changed the game.
What's he tell you about how much does he enjoy that sort of freedom to just be creative in that role?
Das?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure he enjoys it. He's as long as his team. But the good thing about Das, as long as the team's playing well, he's happy to play any role. But everyone enjoys winning, and he's getting his reward by winning as a team.